Okay, hello Pacific County. I have made this quick video because I continue to get people to ask me how I intend on being the sheriff with no experience. Well, I have a lot of experience in a lot of different things and a lot of training in a lot of different areas that are parallel to law enforcement. So these trainings will help me when I do go to the academy, but the primary tool that I bring to bear is leadership. And I can't stress enough the fundamentals of leadership and how important they are, especially if you intend on running an organization. Right, so that said, I've got some pictures that I present here, and this is 22 years of my career, just showing the evolution of how a sailor may go through a whole career that prepares him to be a sheriff. So these are my younger years, and this was the start of the war, or these wars, in particular Iraqi freedom. And yeah, this one's just for fun. This is a WOG day. WOG day is you're a polywog until you cross the equator. And after you cross the equator, you become a shellback. There's some funny mythological reasons to that, but it has to do with sailors and King Neptune. And well, um, when you cross the equator, we can sit down and talk about it. Here is some of my detainee operations training, and requires a lot of different elements, and a lot of these will help me in translating to law enforcement. Here's some more pictures. This is I'm running through a course with the Red Man, the dreaded Red Man. He is he's the threat, and you have to handle the threat after being sprayed with oleoresin capsicum. It's very unpleasant. However, you need to gather yourself and get through it as you got snot running down your face and you can barely breathe, and some of us can't see as it got in our eyes, and it's very difficult. So if you are to use something like that, you need to know what it feels like so that uh, you don't use it without need. And also, if you're going to use it, it's going to get on you, and you need to be able to push through it and know what it's like to push through it. Here's some more pictures. These are me when I was with the SEAL teams on deployment in Iraq. This one down here, don't worry about that. I'm just trying to be a cool guy, and we got hit with a sandstorm, and we thought it was really cool how dark it got, and funny that we couldn't see anything in front of our face. Some more pictures. Trunk monkey is just a term to the security guys in the back of a vehicle. We're inside a large, it's called an RG, but it's an MRAP. Um, it's an armored vehicle that we use to get around. And there's hatches here on the top. You pop those and you can provide security if needed from those in the back. These pictures here, we're providing multi-layered security around, that's an aircraft carrier right there. I forget which one on this in particular day, as we've escorted many of them, but It takes a large coordinated effort from many different security elements to be able to run this. That's part of the leadership aspect that I'm bringing to the table. These are just a patrol brief from an element of guys. We were a part of what was called Coastal Riverine Squadron 1. We stood up a unit called High Value Unit that escorted all of the nuclear assets in and out of San Diego. We were the only Navy unit to be operating in real life outside of just training in San Diego Bay. We took over the mission from the Coast Guard. At this time, the Coast Guard had told the Navy that they needed to pay them for their protection they provide for our nuclear assets and or do the mission themselves. And the Navy, in their infinite wisdom, knew that they had small boats and said they would do it themselves and then tasked the mission with us. We do this kind of security and training, except we do it in an expeditionary setting on the other part of the globe in waters that are not ours. So there had to be a lot of modifications to our tactics and training, and myself and one other were the patrol leaders who created those trainings and tactics and organized the unit. It was a unit of 54 individuals, and so again, what I bring to bear is leadership to the table. Here we work with they're called the game wardens, Vietnam game wardens of past and present. They're an organization that when they were active duty, they were part of Operation Sea Lord, which encompassed 3 separate elements, and their element of that operation was called the Game Wardens, and they were tasked with taking their patrol boat rivers and running up and down the delta in Vietnam, providing escort security, drop off and pickup, fire support, a very numerous amount of tasks they performed. But they're a large part of our small boat history and very admirable men that led the way prior to us. Here I'm presenting a patrol leader, a newly pinned patrol leader with his game warden's beret. It's an honorary thing, and I was very honored to be a part. That right there is a submarine that we provide security to. This is some of us, the operational portion of the unit in a picture day. Down here is me later in my career. I think I was a chief at this time, getting qualified on this platform of unmanned aerial vehicle. It's called a Scan Eagle. Over here doing training, providing some reconnaissance, and getting some aerial surveillance down to the guys on the ground. We're doing in this picture, well, it's the end of the training, but it was a pre-mission qualification. So you certify to do the mission before you deploy. Over here we're deployed. Over here we're providing some logistical support with some equipment to an austere location. And here I'm just trying to stay in shape. More of trying to stay in shape. But these guys right here in the center, they're Marines. This guy's Air Force, and then him and I are Navy. We work with many different branches a lot of the times, which requires a whole lot of coordination and communication. Again, I bring leadership to bear. This is a nameless camel. He was in our way. Here I'm supervising a logistical move that I coordinated to get equipment to important locations that need support. So, brothers and sisters of Pacific County, I'm promising 3 things to you. That I will bring leadership to the office of the sheriff. That I will communicate with the people, you guys, regarding what is going on in the county and within the department. I will reestablish working relationships throughout the county and adjacent counties with the leaders, the organizations, the entities, the communities, and the people within and adjacent to Pacific County. These are fundamental things that I think are extremely important, and without them, the Office of the Sheriff cannot operate as good as it can. And the ultimate purpose of me running for this office is so that we can change things to provide better service to everybody within the county. Thank you, guys. God bless you. Have a great day.